Hello, teacher Leonardo and classmates. Well, today I'm going to talk about my second teaching experience. So, let's start. How was my teaching preparation? Well, with a better knowledge about the learning process of my students and identified those with some problems, I could do a better diagnosis of my group. So, for this reason, I decided to be a little more creative and interactive with them. From this new diagnosis, I implement the use of Google Forms and all the tools that we can add, like videos, images, and audio. Also, learn how to use Genially, and this program called Visia was part of my preparation for this second teaching experience. Now, please answer the questions. Okay, if you want to know more about the importance of the diagnosis, please click the following link. Let's continue. How was my teaching feedback for my students? In the same way as in the previous practice season, I used the Google Form Classroom platform chat, having a kind of interaction with the guys, but this second season I tried to make it a little more personal, inviting them to send all their questions to me via WhatsApp, and I got a very good response. How would I describe my teaching style? Well, first, my teaching style is primarily centered on class engagement. I adapt my teaching style in order to cater for everyone and make the material as interesting as possible. Then, I like to use colorful PowerPoint slides and even videos where possible to demonstrate my learning point. I believe this is something which increases student interest and, from my experience, leads to a better learning experience overall. Finally, I have an approachable, inclusive style of teaching that is flexible enough for a diverse range of learning styles, needs, and requirements. Which were some difficulties did I face this time? First, I still having communication problems with my tutor, even when I try to be very helpful to him. The students don't read the instructions carefully. This causes poorly performed activities and therefore poor grades. Sometimes, after the feedback or explanation, some students redo the activities to get a better grade, but not all the students. And finally, my process to obtain the final product according to the syllabus is interrupted by activities of my tutor. Some of those activities even don't have any sense with the topics or the objective of the unit. So, please answer the following question. Let's continue. Which content did I teach? I continue to teach the content of the book, but using the Key Learning book for support. For first grade, I teach the use of a bilingual dictionary. For second grade, knowing about emergencies. And for third grade, interpret instructions to perform an experiment. Did I apply the communicative competence approach? Well, as we know, the communicative approach is based on the idea that learning language successfully comes through having communicate real meaning. So, based on this idea, I think that until now it has not been possible for me to create that environment 100%. But in some activities, I try to promote that the students feel in a real situation where they need to think in English. Now, please answer the questions. If you want to know more about the communicative approach, watch this video. Let's continue. How were my activities? Did I promote reading activities? Yes, but it's a little complicated because they are not interested in reading. Even they don't read the instructions for the activities, but as much as I could, I did it. For example, they had to read the instruction for an experiment in the second season. Did I promote communicative activities? Yes, but only by recording audios in where they had to give the sense of a conversation using the correct intonation to express emotions. Did I promote research activities? Yes, but for now only by investigating the meaning of some keywords. Did I promote the respect about social and cultural diversity? Not yet. If you want to see what kind of activities and strategies I used in my lectures, you can do it in this link. How was my relation with my students? So far, it's the same. A lot of respect, always trying to be able for them and motivating them at all the times. How did I assess my students? Well, as we know, it's important for the students to know what is being evaluated in each activity. Therefore, the use of rubrics is essential to evaluate my guys. Now, please answer the following question. Okay, if you want to get some ideas for your rubrics, click the next link. Did I notice learning progress? In some students, yes, totally. Some of them looks more interest in the English class. In the following graph, you can see the number of students who turn in their homeworks on the first day and the comparison with the second season. Now this is the evidence for my remarkable students.
Personaje Nas. Where could it be? Where could it be? I am looking for something. Mike A. Thank you. That's very kind. Yes, there. In the house. Because there is more light out here.
Now this is my student that needs some kind of guide. Okay, if it's possible, could you give me an advice to help these students? Now, um, what is the problematic that I going to develop in my receptional document? The importance of the resilience in education and how it's not possible to achieve a meaningful teaching without adaptation. How did you select the problematic according to your previous practice season? Because I consider that the key word these days is resilience and how through this we can achieve meaningful teaching. Now, please answer the following question. In which thematic line does my topic is? Thematic line 2, analysis of teaching experiences, and the core is the core number 2, the student's didactic competence for teaching English. My conclusion about this practice season, I learned that in this internship season is that the student is capable to distance learning as long as the teacher are capable of making them interested. It is the same in the classroom, but we must find the necessary tools. I would improve in, well, create good communication with my tutor, as well as find new ways to feed my students in a meaningful way. Now, thanks for watching the video and see you.